What's up everyone, Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here, and I wanted to talk about the age-old topic, and the age-old question is Sony cameras. Not overheating or anything like that. It's their size and portability versus their tech and features. What I mean is, the size, the common complaint is, why is anyone claiming that Sony are portable cameras when their lenses are massive on these camera bodies? Now, to an extent, I see that. I had the Sony a6500 with the 24-70, and holy hell was that very unbalanced. But the thing is, with those professional lenses, that's what you're paying for. The argument, once again, goes back to, why are they so big though? It defeats the purpose. Now, Sony actually put out some lenses recently which kind of counter that argument, especially like a 12-24, I think they just did, a 16-35 as well, a new version of 16-35, are definitely smaller options. So I think that that tech will get there as Sony continues to grow more into the market, as they're really taking a lot of share in things and really kind of like taken over for the most part. I do agree, probably about 30%, that it is a little crazy that some of these lenses are very massive on these small camera bodies, but I feel that it's more of a features play that you're getting a Sony camera over the lenses. Now, for the long while, people have started to been switched to Sony, and there wasn't many Sony options, especially E-mount wise. So people were adapting lenses. I even tried to adapt Nikon lenses before an adapter killed my Sony a7 II. But the reason I wanted that is because of some of the tech that it offered. Now, I could have went up way up to get more, especially 4K video and everything, but that's a lot of people. That's a lot of reason that people are moving, and I think people are moving more or less for the features than, well, people love the size and portability of it. But if they had the option, they're taking the features of these the Sony cameras because they're light years ahead of what's going on. Focus peaking, everything that you're getting under $5,000 in a little camera, a mirrorless camera, and a, you know, stuff that Canon and Nikon are really avoiding. And there are some 4K options, especially, well, really only Nikon at this point, with like a D500 that's not super expensive, but it's super cropped. It's not the best, but it's decent for what it is. And it's great that Nikon did this more than Canon at this point, except the Canon especially has the 5D Mark IV, which that was a little controversial. So I feel it is a little bit overplayed that the Sony size argument is it's just a little overdone. And I 30% agree that some of these lenses are massive, but once you get a lot of these primes on there, these high-end primes, even a lot of these entry-level prime lenses, it is a phenomenal combo, especially when I had the Sony Zeiss 55mm lens on the a6500. That was a killer combo. Mind you, that is a $1,000 lens. It is great. But I feel more people are buying because of the tech inside the cameras than just the lenses and the size. Size is definitely a big factor, but the tech and the features and everything in these Sony cameras is progressing a lot faster than a lot of the DSLR market out there, crop sensor or full frame. But I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that this is a big deal with lens size in these Sony cameras? Do you think it's overplayed? Do you agree with it at all? Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that more people are really just want the features of a Sony camera than the portability, or do you think it's a mixture of both? It's kind of a mixture of both, but I think it's more or less feature related. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below, and we can go from there. I think it's a very interesting topic. Let's be civil. I know people can get pretty insane about this stuff, but for what it is, it's a good topic because Sony is taking over a lot of the market right now, and it's cause for concern for a lot of these bigger companies, and it's great that it's actually happening. Let's see what's to come, and who knows? Maybe we could buy features in these other DSLR cameras if you're still sticking to DSLR.